What up guys, it's your girl T, and I wanted to talk to you about putting food in my hair. Typically, I am very much against putting food in my hair. I've never done the eggs and the mayo and the why am I going Cosby. I've never done the deep conditioners with like eggs and mayo, mainly because it sounded fucking disgusting. But secondly, because it was just never scientifically sound. I'm always very research oriented when it comes to my personal care and things like that. And I learned very early on in trying to, figure out what products to use on my hair. The protein in eggs isn't even small enough to bind to the hair shaft, so there's no reason to put it in my head. It's a waste of eggs. So I've never done the eggs, mayo, avocado, banana, none of that crap. I don't put anything in my hair that is food, generally speaking, aside of course from things like a little bit of honey or coconut oil, stuff like that. Like that's cool, but like food, like I'm not putting an avocado in my hair. I'm gonna eat that shit. To each his own. I just have never really liked the idea of putting like actual food in my hair. But Duchess Gabrielle, who is easily one of my favorite YouTubers of all time, she is also very science oriented and probably the smartest person I'm subscribed to on YouTube. Sometime last year, she did a video talking about one of her favorite treatments, which was a yogurt-based deep conditioner. And I put it on my list to try and then completely forgot about it until Samira Gilly, another YouTuber I watch, recently did a video talking about using Greek yogurt as a deep conditioner base. So my interest was re-piqued and I decided to investigate it further because I remember Gabrielle saying that basically the yogurt just melted her tangles away. Gabrielle and I have very similar hair textures, so that got me very, very interested. Tangles are the bane of my existence and the enemy of my length retention, so anything that will help melt my tangles away, especially on my extremely kinky, tight, coily, curly, uncooperative hair, I'm listening. And then from a scientific aspect, it made sense because yogurt is very acidic and I already use apple cider vinegar or coconut water vinegar to detangle my hair. So I already know that acid-based hair products are a great aid in just helping my hair strands to kind of slide past each other and just kind of preserve that acid mantle of my hair. So I thought I would take an exception to my rule of not really putting food in my hair and try a Greek yogurt conditioner. I went with a full-fat Greek yogurt. I picked up this brand because it was the one that was on sale when I was at the store. Before doing this, I watched quite a few YouTube videos just to kind of see what people's experiences and recipes were like. And quite a few people would use either non-fat or 2%, and they all seem to have a fine time with it. I just went full fat because that's how I roll. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So I tried this Greek yogurt deep conditioner out this weekend, and here is what I used and what I thought. All right, confession time. I hadn't washed my hair in about 3 to 4 weeks because that's just the way it's been going for me, like actually quite some time. For the past year or longer, I haven't really had time to wash my hair as frequently as I would like. I usually like to go every 2 weeks, but lately it's been more like once a month, once every 3 weeks. In any event, I was starting on pretty dirty hair, so I actually used a clarifying shampoo first. After the clarifying shampoo, I used my normal coconut water vinegar rinse. And then I grabbed this old cotton scarf. It's sort of like a t-shirt material that I randomly have from God knows where. And I just wrapped my hair up in that and let it sit for a good 15 to 20 minutes. Just to get most of that water out so that my hair would be more damp than wet. Because I remember Duchess Gabrielle saying that the yogurt would cling to her strands better when she was working with dry hair rather than wet hair. So she would really just kind of lightly mist her hair with water and then apply her yogurt deep conditioner. While I was washing my hair, I had already set out a cup of the Greek yogurt to sit and come up to room temperature because I knew I was going to be adding some products like coconut oil to it and coconut butter, which I wanted them to remain liquid once I melted them down. So I didn't want to add them to cold yogurt, which would force them to re-solidify after I'd already gone through the trouble of melting them. I kind of just made up my recipe based on what I know my hair likes. So to the 1 cup of room temperature Greek yogurt, I added half an ounce of coconut oil, half an ounce of shea butter. I melted those two down together. I added 1 ounce of coconut cream. It's the same coconut cream that I used in my video on turning a whack deep conditioner into a dope one. And obviously the label has come off, but it's pure creamed coconut. I showed you this in that other video, but it literally is just 100% pure coconut. This is the next one I have for when this one finally runs out. I got this from a local Indian grocer. It's just creamed coconut. The only ingredient in it is coconut. It's basically coconut butter. So instead of coconut oil, it's coconut butter. I also added half an ounce of almond oil from Lakshmi's Cupboard. I've mentioned this brand before. She is based here on YouTube and it is a sister-owned business, so I will leave that link in the description box below. This is an almond oil and a castor oil base. So I added half an ounce of that. After those, I added some essential oils, and my lineup for that day was peppermint, tea tree, carrot seed, and rosemary. I used a whole teaspoon of the peppermint, but for the other ones I just used anywhere from 5 to 10 drops. I blended that all together using my hand mixer and then stuck it in the fridge for at least half an hour, maybe a little bit longer. I can't quite recall. I was doing some other part of my hair routine while it was sitting and kind of firming up. As you can see, after sitting in the fridge, it was quite thick. It didn't even look like it wanted to come out of the container, which was good because I knew that would make it easier to apply. Then I went on and applied it to my hair as I would any other conditioner. This ended up being the perfect amount for my hair because I used the entire batch that I had made. Once it was all applied to my head, I put on a plastic cap, and then I later on covered up that plastic cap just with another scarf to make sure that, you know, the heat from my body would trap it, because I knew I didn't want to sit under my dryer because, hello, I have yogurt in my hair. Hot yogurt does not sound like a good idea. I let that sit in my hair for about an hour because, once again, I knew I wasn't applying heat. So I really just wanted to make sure I was maximizing my hair's ability to absorb everything it could from this conditioner. After that hour, I just went ahead and rinsed my hair, and then I did do a little bit of a cool water rinse in my shower after that was all done. Here's a shot of what my hair was looking like after the conditioner had been in there for an hour, just before I was about to rinse it out. And here's what it was looking like just after rinsing with no product added to it yet. I was pleasantly surprised by this conditioner because I will say during the application process, there wasn't a whole lot of slip. I wasn't super impressed with how it felt while it was on my hair. And indeed, it sort of felt like it wasn't going to be that great for my hair. It didn't feel like it was going to be moisturizing or anything like that. But once I went to rinse it, I was surprised at how soft my hair felt. My hair felt substantial, like it felt fortified, but it also felt very, very soft. So I'm really impressed with how this conditioner actually worked for my hair. I may have to rethink my policy on not putting food in my hair based on this experience. I only used half of this container, so I'm actually looking forward to trying this out again next time I need to deep condition my hair, and maybe adding a few more items to give it some more slip, maybe adding a little bit more oils, maybe even adding a little bit of traditional conditioner just to kind of beef it up a little bit and make it a little bit smoother to apply. But as far as how my hair felt after it was all rinsed out, 2 thumbs way up. I'm actually really delighted with it. I do think it felt like my hair was easier to kind of separate and pull apart as I was rinsing it under the shower head. So I do think it does aid in detangling and kind of just like getting my hair to act right. So big shout out and thank you to Duchess Gabrielle for giving me this idea, and to Samira Gilly of reminding me to try this out because I like it. If you've ever tried putting food in your hair, let me know what your favorite ones are in the comments. I'm still not going to be fucking with mayonnaise and eggs in my hair because that is gross. But the yogurt was fine. It didn't leave any odor or anything like that. I actually didn't smell it while it was in my hair nor afterward. It gave me no problems in that aspect. And I really like what it did for my hair. My hair felt super soft and kind of just a little easier than usual to deal with. Like, I did feel like I was able to kind of like finger detangle in the shower easier than I normally can without, you know, using one of my like all-star conditioners. So this, I would say this gave me results on par with some of like the best starting lineup conditioners in my arsenal. All right guys, that is it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know about putting food in your hair. What do you like and what do you not like? I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.
That's a nappy-headed hose there, I'm going to tell you that now.